Well, hello everyone. It's gonna be a bit of a different video today. So the other day I caught word that UP is doing a big project this year to replace all remaining searchlights here in Beaumont. All of them, including set down there where that train is. Those are all part of LF 980 here. I'm guessing they're going to have a bunch of signal bridges here.
Yeah, so we're going to need a signal over on the east end.
Well, they're about to come out on the line here.
I need to be on the east end, alright.
1 second. Alright. So I'm guessing, so it's not just this control point. There's like 4 or 5 with maybe even 6 with searchlights. Down there past I-10 there's LF 281, which you can't see from here, LF 980, LF 280, past that LF 979, and also LF 879. I don't think there's any at 279 or 27. Well, no, there's not any at 278, but they're replacing everything from 278 Wall Street to 282 Langham Road, which is back that way. This is the old where the old Tower 74 was, where they used to control all of these in Beaumont. Beaumont was the only CTC area until probably about the 90s. And this was joint owned by Southern Pacific and Missouri Pacific. Later, Southern Pacific and Union Pacific, until, of course, Southern Pacific merged. And then in the year 2000, I think it was when they moved everything to Spring. But right here where the Amtrak platform is where they used to have the original Tower 74 and then the quote-unquote new Tower 74, which Amtrak shared as a station building. One more little, I call them pot signals, these dwarf signals. Protects the switch here. I don't know about how they're going to do this one, because that's kind of, well, you know what, they're probably going to move them all back there together, probably all the way past where the crossover is back there into the yard. I could see they could probably get a signal bridge in the middle there. Walk down here real quick. Right, other end of the crossover, and actually they got some stuff lined, including and there's some regular old color lights like that one. There's a searchlight showing approach, and another showing approach down there. So things are a little more complicated right here, because there's signals here for 980 and 280 here. So 1 second. So, thing is here, back in the day when they installed these, the rule was that whatever the signal governing the signal governing the track had to be to the right-hand side for the direction you're going. So, both those signals are for that middle track there, main 2. The third one there is a yard track. This one's main 1. But see, this one is 980. The control point down there, and that one is a little more 280. The same thing goes there. The one there that has the one there that's showing an approach is 280. That one, same for there's a color light back there for that exit off the NO main, and that one there on the little short pole is for 980. I'm guessing they'll probably have a bridge right here where the spile of ties is. Spans both tracks, and also, well, they'll probably have one down there for the other end of 280, where the other one is showing an approach. It'll probably be right in there, span the whole thing, because there's also a yard signal Although some of this will there's probably a few that'll have mast signals, standard mast signals, like this Colorlight here for coming off of the old NO main. Stands for New Orleans. That was the original SP, Texas and New Orleans main line through to downtown. All this here was Gulf Coast Lines, Missouri Pacific, and actually the Missouri Pacific cross there, it ran along what is now Phelan Boulevard up to where it currently, that old line curves into the old Southern Pacific line over there at 282. Beaumont used to be a whole mess of tracks, and in the late 50s, early 60s, they came together. The Phelans donated money, that's why the road is named after them, and reorganized things, made things a little more streamlined, and that's when they installed all these searchlights. And SP and Missouri Pacific, GCL, joint owned this whole section up to the old KCS main at downtown that direction, which is now CPKC. So this is all, I mean, it's crazy. They're doing everything. I mean, I'm surprised they even lasted this long to begin with, because of PTC installations, which I believe they did like 10 years ago around here, because they had to have it for Amtrak, plus all the poisonous by inhalation and toxic by inhalation materials move through here, because obviously we have ExxonMobil and whoever else here that moves stuff with the railroad. And this is busy enough that it went over the tonnage limits for if you could just go without PTC, which couldn't anyway because of the hazardous materials that are moved around here. They'll probably replace these switch machines too, but don't take my word for it. I don't work for the railroad. But I think that's usually standard procedure when replacing these. But about to go over to the next two, so I will be back when I get to the next. Now at the edge of LF 979. Best I could do here. Not really anywhere to get it by the tracks, because that over there is private property of UP. So you got that. That's the signal house. Got a signal. Actually, that's 279. But got more searchlights here. Oh, where are you? There you are. One for main 2 and the other for coming out of the old Missouri Pacific yard here. That's actually the back end of that train that was on the that far track over there by the Amtrak platform. And there's one more down there for main 1, because they used to do this weirdly. They'll probably just move it all, you know, right here, one big signal bridge, and another one over there, which I'm about to go to now. So now I'm at Crockett Street, one of the signals they are replacing. So it's double-headed because it actually used to be a straight stretch of track across the diamond there. But in the 90s, they ripped it out because nothing was going straight off the Sabine lead on, you know, that direction anymore, which that leads to the BNSF yard. This is once part of the SP line that would have gone from Sabine Pass all the way up to Dallas, which is why they actually call it the Dallas Sabine. And this was actually the junction box for the switch, because the switch was would have been right here. But this is for LF 279, begin and CTC right there. I don't know if they're replacing the crossing signals here or not. They might. God forbid they do. That's something else to Or get something else old to get rid of, I guess. But about as far in as I'm gonna go here. But over that way is LF979 and 2 more searchlights, which I will show you when I go over to the other main crossing for Crockett. And they got another signal there, which will be going for coming off of the BNSF Winnie connection, whatever as UP calls it. I just call it the Silsby sub branch because I don't know if there's an exact name for it. But I'm gonna head over there now to, I'm gonna head over to Crockett, the other part of Crockett now, other crossing, real quick. Right, I'm at the main Crockett crossing now, which is near the edge of where they are replacing signals. Back down there is Wall Street, CP LF278, and also CPKC's Station 11. That is the edge of the project. And right there is LF279. If I cross over here, I need to hurry because there's signals lined for stuff to come through. Alright, so and actually that Vader style signal there, that was a Safetran Unilens, which was a solid state sort of replacement for searchlights from the 1980s. They just replaced that recently, like a month ago. I guess they couldn't get the fiber optic bulbs anymore, so they just slapped a Colorlight signal there for now. Down there, probably can't see it, but there's more searchlights. Those are for LF979. There's a couple color lights like that one there for 279. Same thing as at 280 and 980, where the signals for the 2 control point areas, their signals kind of, you know, butt up on each other with the way things were designed. But let's go on. I'm gonna go over to Cedar real quick. There's one signal there that won't really do much, and then there's one more, LF879. All right, quick look at Cedar. This is for coming off. That's the signal which for coming off of right there. We call it the Northwest connection. It goes from the UP main onto the old Dallas Sabine main, and there's also those down there coming from the Dallas Sabine, you know, over here towards the Diamond. Either way, because there's also another way to go there, but that is governed by the signal back there. And there's a signal on the other side of the Diamond there for coming off of the old Lacey connection, as they call it, from the CPKC. And then of course there's the one for on the left for coming off of the NO main onto, well, the Dallas Sabine. All right, on to 879. All right, and finally to end the video, I'm at CP LF879, which has the last set of full high-mast searchlight signals in Beaumont, because all the others are the dwarf pot signals, as they call them. Like I said, this is all this is going. And it's a wonder it made it this long to begin with. And supposedly that also has the controls for the crossing there at South Street, or at least the detection systems. And then they just got the flasher relay and everything in that little small cabinet. But this is going from, this is the BNSF yard that direction, Dallas Sabine main onto the other leg of, this is actually the McFadden Y. The NO main is that direction. Back when the SP yard was in downtown, over, actually right over there, there was a full-on Diamond there. Diamond with the interchange and everything. Wait, that's not the correct term, that's highway terms. We had a diamond with connections from each track to each track, and it was even a double track, and they called that Tower 32. But of course, that's all long gone, decades gone, from when they moved the SP yard to where it is now, where it's now the UP Big Yard, as they call it here around Beaumont. And you got the other two for coming off of Dallas Sabine or the NO Main. It's funny, coming off the NO Main, you go begin CTC and then immediately end CTC back over there. Like I said, I think, so they have that labeled as the control for South Street, but I'm thinking it's just the flasher relay and that's it, because you could not fit the control systems for a crossing that you need these days in that little tiny cabinet. Because they also have the crossing number on the house there for 879, so what do I know? And I don't even think this has PTC. Clearly it doesn't, because there's no PTC antennas there that you would normally see. So that's interesting. They probably, I guess FRI told them they needed PTC here now. But that's going to be it. I'll have more updates as progress continues. Oh wait, no. Actually, before I go, thought I'd make a quick stop at LF282 Langham Road, which is the western edge of the project zone, where they have already been putting in the orange conduits of doom, as I call them, and where they will also be replacing the Southern Pacific era crossing signals that have been here since as long as I can remember, of course. But so there's the old house, which they of course will be replacing. So they actually have color lights here from the 2000s, which is when they installed these houses as well. So you got, of course, already got a signal bridge there for the main tracks, and then a mast signal there for the yard track. And I'm guessing they might do a signal bridge down there. I think they might have two houses, because they also have an area set up there. But currently they just have two mast signals down there, one between main 2, the middle one, and the main, or in the yard track. Which this is just a little tail track for that usually the remote control job uses to just, you know, keep on going without hitting the main. But they're gonna have two houses here for 282, which is very interesting. They've even already got the new power service in, and they did also have the power service in at for 280. I just forgot to show it. But that is going to be it. As I said before, I'm going to give updates as they continue this project, but probably by the end of summer, or maybe with their usual speeds by fall, or sometime during fall, they'll have all this done. It's a big year here. So, catch you guys later.